Hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to try and finagle enough votes to push my no abomination left behind legislation through a reluctant House of Representatives in Darkest Dungeon. Caliban, little guy, I mean, I want to get you into a dungeon, I really do, but unfortunately for you, Caliban, well, you're a little like old Perfidious Pete himself. You're an acquired taste. Takes a special breed of weirdo to appreciate old Pete, and likewise it takes a similarly special breed to appreciate what you're putting down, Caliban. And as of yet, unfortunately, we haven't really found anybody who will put up with you. Just instead, what we've got is a bunch of puritanical scumbags who won't do anything but judge our abomination because occasionally he turns into a freaked out rage monster and tears people in half. Big deal. So what if he occasionally tears people in half? Plus, I'd like to point out, on our last mission, Mr. Puritanical Judge-a-lot crew here, you guys did willingly go into a dungeon with a vampire to kill a necromancer. And you may be saying, oh, well, fight fire with fire, Pete, you know, whatever it takes to get the job done. But you watched the guy guzzle down a half-gallon of blood right in front of your eyes, and you didn't say boo. But going into the dungeon with an abomination, Perdita? Oh, no, I'm not doing any of that. That's where you draw the line, huh? That's where you draw the line? You're all a bunch of hypocrites. Every last one of you. Hypocrite. Hypocrite. I bet you guys were Team Edward in the whole Edward Jacob fiasco, too. Bunch of just untenable. Hashtag Team Jacob for life, by the way. So let's go take a look at our available missions and see what we can do. At some point, we are going to have to go back into the courtyard to tangle with the Baron. The question is, do we want to send some people in, additional people who are not currently tainted with the Crimson Curse, and risk having them become infected with the Crimson Curse? Or would we rather just kind of cool our jets a little bit, sit back on our heels? You have spasms of the entrails. Rosencrantz, you get what, vertigo? I don't think we're going to be taking you guys into a dungeon. So you know what? Let's get one of you guys in for treatment. Oh, never mind. Lounce has already got it covered. All right, then. Well, the disease thing is already being handled, so you guys are out for the foreseeable future. I would love to get... You know what we need is we need some more freaking deeds. Is it deeds that we need to upgrade the size of our roster? It really is, but really we need 20 deeds to get up to 4 more heroes. We need 20 deeds. What mission here has deeds available? We'll take any deed mission then. Basically anything, whatever you got, just throw it at us. If it has deeds, I'll take it. I am not gonna go fight the inchoate flesh though. No deeds. No deeds. Weald has deeds, but only 3. We haven't really done much in the Cove either. Do any of these Cove missions have deeds? No deeds. Although it does have Brawler's Gloves, and I do like those. And a veteran mission not necessarily go awry. We could take Malvolio. We could take... Alright, so let's figure out what our team would be. Do we want to take Perdita if we take Malvolio? Between the two of them, they would have super abundance of healing. We could take Lady Macbeth, Malvolio, and Perdita. And then who would lead the charge, though? Othello, perhaps? I kind of like that team complement. What's down in a Weald? The Weald has deeds, too, though. Who has more? Those Brawler's Gloves are real good. They're real tempting, though. I like the Brawler's Gloves. They're real... The Highwayman's Buckle is also okay. We don't have to have a Highwayman's Buckle, do we? Everybody take your trinkets off, by the way, also. Strip them down naked. I know you're all a bunch of puritanical scumbags, but this is not that kind of naked. It's just give me my stuff back kind of naked. Do we have a Highwayman's Buckle already? We don't. You know what we also should do? We need some money. Let's get rid of some of this junk. Yeah, we don't need like 4 protection stones. Probably don't need more than 1 move stone. Definitely don't need more than 1 disease charm. Blight stones, you know, I think 3 is probably more than sufficient. Accuracy stone. Oh, we have a stalwart buckle already. I don't really want another one if we already have one. The speed stones, those I actually will keep multiples of because they're not terrible. Reckless charm. Anything else we got more than 1 of that we want to get rid of? The answer is no. But hey, we picked up an extra 4 grand on the cheap. I'll be a soldier against corruption. That's the only mission we have that has deeds, huh? It's the only one? It's literally the only one. Infestation is high. What does that mean? They're everywhere. Crush the insects to earn the invitations to the courtyard. They really want us to come into the courtyard. So if we go do a mission in the courtyard, then will it lower this? Alright, you know what? Let's try it. What's the... Activate 3 Winemakers Reserves. We're going to come out of this one of two ways. Either we're going to have a team that's, like, beyond infected and completely useless, or we're going to come out of this just fine. Lady Macbeth, let's get you in here. Perdita, I guess we'll go with you two. We already have one of these guys who has the Crimson Curse. And at some point, we're probably going to wind up with a team that just is... They're all cursed. Just, it's full curse team. And they're going to be our courtyard team, specifically. I was kind of hoping for that to be the Romeo and Juliet role, but apparently those hopes are in vain. But since we are feeding a trio, a minimum a trio of bloodsuckers, I guess the upside is this mission also gets us blood. So there's that. Let's make sure everybody who's going on the mission has all of their appropriate skills. Malvolio, I'm pretty sure you're all good. Perdita, how you looking? You are good. Lady Macbeth, good. Othello, how you doing, dog? Othello, good. All right. Everybody good from top to bottom. So maybe we do some armor weapon upgrades then? We've got the cash here. We might as well... I don't want to say cash in, but I mean, it's... Yeah. If we've got the cash, let's cash it in. Get me down to get some Winemakers Reserves then. Is this the order we want this team in? It seems like there was a reason I wanted you in the front rank, but I don't recall what that reason was. We've got good stress combo healing. I mean, either these attacks both work from... Okay, I mean, everybody seems... Nah, okay, let's just get some trinkets on these guys. We're good to go here. So you're definitely going to be taking Eternity's Collar and minus 25% stress if you got the Crimson Curse. You know what? Sold. What else we got here? Legendary Bracer gives you bonus. It does give you a stress penalty, but we've got stuff that can chew that stress right off of you. Ancestor's Candle also gives you bonus. You know, we should probably just go for the Ancestor's Candle, though, because it also gives you dodge. I don't know if I want to take an extra 30% stress. 25? Man, he'd be hitting real hard. If we're going to give anybody extra damage for stress, though, like, it seems like our Flagellant would be the right call. Let's just, you know what? Let's stay out of the Bracer for now. We may be pushing our luck a little bit. The Chirurgeon's Charm, we know where that's going. Blight Amulet, we know where that's going. Here, why don't we just give you a Damage Stone? We're going to offset our dodge bonus with a tiny bit of a dodge penalty, but all things considered, that feels like a pretty good trade. We're definitely taking our Dissection Kit for our Plague Doctor, and we'll probably follow that up with just a Blight Amulet. Gives us bonus bleed skill chance and bonus damage. The blight and stun skill we actually don't get unless we complete the set, but that's okay. The bonus damage is real nice. And why did I give you... I was going to say, why did I give you bonus healing? And then I looked and realized I didn't. So we're going to give you the Vestal and the Chirurgeon's Charm. We really need to get some better trinkets, man. Our trinket quality is way, way down in the toilet realm, swirling around the bottom of the bowl with that delicious Tidy Bowl blue. This is the crew to go get the blue, though. We are going to take 1 vial of blood just in case Malvolio has, you know, an unfortunate craving set upon him. Let's take... You know what? I'm going to take an extra bandage. Medicinal herb. We're going to change our torch meta this time because we've been screwing it up. Let's try and do a right job this time. I'm going to take 5 torches. You know what? 6 torches. 3 food shovels. Probably, you know what? We can... I was going to say we could probably get by with fewer shovels, but I don't... you know what? We need extra curios when we're going in here because we're still sort of in the experimental phase, figuring out what trinkets work on what curios, too. Fire is an effective tool against insects. Welcome to primitive man learning to smoke beehives out of a tree to get honey. Fire is real effective here. Welcome to 75,000 years ago. All right, let's do this. We're going to have the blood light, so we don't really have to worry about torch. Gives us a little bit of stress, lowers our overall bleed resistance. Hello. Hooded Shrew. Like, you probably want blood, though, right? Blood for treasure. Okay. Accursed Incense is quite nice. That move charm we could have done without. And why do you have Crimson Curse Bloodlust? When does that wear off? I guess because we gave you blood last episode, you're still thirsting for it? What does this guy want? Let me investigate it since the work of spirits. The shrew is incoherent and penniless. Well, I mean, I'm glad we didn't give that one any blood then. I mean, I want to trade my blood for treasure. Exclusively treasure. Nice scout hit. Okay, curio. I'm gonna go this way first. Oh, well, never mind. I was gonna go that way first and say maybe we can avoid some combat and wrap it up, but then I saw a quest location because, you know, Pete's a strong reader. So I guess we're going this way. What the hell is this? A chevalier. Okay. Well, we know these guys could give us the Crimson Curse, so we're gonna focus on killing the supplicants first. I am lost in the throes of its ecstasy. Alright, well, I mean, good, I guess. That's actually a fatal shot. Not quite fatal, but close. Finish him off. He resisted the blight, though! Now he's gathering the blood. Alright, Malvolio, that guy bled to death. The sweet critical from Malvolio, Subterranean Skewer. Interesting. I mean, you can punch Malvolio all day. He sort of likes it. All must bleed. Oh, well, that's less good. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that anymore. Let's start working this Chevalier. 5, give me that dank bleed. All right. Lady Macbeth, start whipping some blight into this guy. These guys are highly blight resistant.
As the fiend falls.
Perdita needs a heal after Malvolio put the lash to her, so I guess that's it's an acceptable trade. 13 strong damage from Othello, pretty good shot. And the bleed finished him off with the bleed blight combo. Got our vial of blood back for our boy Malvolio, just in case he starts feeling a little thirsty as the mission continues. Gonna have a little something to snack on. So the damned fountain. Last time we did this, we burned it with a torch, and it made us sick as shit. What if we throw holy water? Stress relief for holy water. Okay. Good call. So we've learned that one. That one can give us, if nothing else, gives us stress relief. And all it costs us is holy water. We only had 17 stress, so we don't know exactly how big... What are you? I don't like the look of this courtesan at all. No one is hurt, really, except Malvolio, and we kind of want him hurt. This little guy... We don't like these little guys. I really just want to kill the supplicant first, because I know they have an attack that can give us the Crimson Curse. I suspect that some of these other units may have attacks that could potentially give us the Crimson Curse, but we know that guy does. Let's go for the stun. Double stun is nice. Othello, just don't muck this. Oh, it's a double kill for Othello. That's beautiful. Well played, sir. Well played.
Slowly, gently. This is how.
All right, what do you guys got going now? How about a little light lashing, Miss Courtesan? Also, I really don't want you to kiss me, lady, because whatever is going wrong with your mouth area there, I don't necessarily want any part of that. Also, you have fatal damage on you, so I'm not going to swing at you anymore. Instead, I'm going to beat the shit out of your friend back here. How you like that? Truth prevails. Buried Blast. That's just some damage. That puts Malvolio right where we want him, in the Hurt Locker. Perdita's going to get a kill here. Oh, come on, girl. You could have healed yourself off of that.
That cuts on its own.
All right. Unfortunate. I mean, I guess we'll just uppercut a punk ass. He resisted the bleed, though. That's less good. Well, we'll just drop a train on him with the bolt of lightning from the skies, and things continue. So far, okay, we're doing all right. Winemakers Reserve. You better give that to the boy here. If anybody's picking up that Winemakers Reserve, it's going to be our boy Malvolio. He needs it. Okay, got a little hunger prompt. We got plenty of food, that's fine. His bloodlust here is... What? He had a debuff or something? Okay, so what have we done to these flowers? Blood soaked with half... So, like, you want blood too? What did that do? Didn't appear to do anything except waste blood. We came here to get blood. We should probably try and take steps to avoid just throwing it at every single interactable. Then again, more blood.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
It's not glittering gold, it's not trinkets, it's not baubles. It actually is blood, Wayne June. I think what you should be saying is crimson fluid swirling in a vial, paid for in blood. No, wait, it actually is blood. It wasn't paid for at all. It's what we came to get. Glittering vials filled with swirling crimson life essence, bubbling forth from the ground, ready to be harvested. Something along those lines, Wayne? I mean, I don't admittedly have your smooth-assed baritone to work that in, but I feel like I've sort of got the vocabulary beats down. What does this thing want? Let me investigate. No. Please don't. Okay. Let's just do that. I don't know what the chances of that giving her the Crimson Curse are if we let it tick out, but why take a chance? That's all I'm saying. Why risk it? It seems like a bad don't. Just poke it, though. So what is this thing? A pile of strange bones. A heap of peculiar bones and dusty sinew litters the floor. What if we dig it with a shovel? There's nothing. Maybe throw some anti-venom at it? What if we throw some bandages on it? Aha! The bones hold riches! Well, I mean, the riches consisted largely of a torch, which I wouldn't really call riches, but also a vial of blood is nice, and all it cost us was one bandage. What do we got going here? Wait, let's collect ourselves? No, let's collect the 1,000 gold in this sack. And then let's bust on into here. One more Winemaker Reserve, and we are done. The scouting is supremely helpful right here. Because now we don't have to go this way at all. Quest location is right there. We don't even have to take another fight in this dungeon if we don't want to. And we kind of don't want to. Who's good at disarming traps? Like nobody. Lady Macbeth is as good as it gets. Jack Nicholson, Helen Hunt movie combo style. I got to assume that Lady Macbeth would have played the part of Helen Hunt's mother in that. She'd have been the one to come out and say, you know, it'd be nice, dear, but it just doesn't happen. It's just not how love works. Then Helen Hunt would realize that she was willing to settle for a man who was legitimately an asshole. Weren't you going to say a crazy asshole, Pete? And I was like, no, I wasn't. He was just a straight-up dick. I don't even think he was that crazy.
Waiting to be spent.
He had some, you know, personality quirks, but I wouldn't say he was insane. More Winemakers Reserves. We got a fat load of blood coming out of this, though. That's like 13 vials of blood. Do we want to risk another room battle? No, you know what? We got out of here with nobody else picking up the Crimson Curse, and I really think we probably have punched above our weight. Let's get the hell out of here. I'm not taking a chance on this one. I think we've bearded the lion in its den. Let's not kick it in the balls on the way out. Never understood why you had to go beard a lion in its den either. I mean, male lions, which typically, I guess, would be the ones that would be the most aggressive and thus the ones most likely in need of bearding. They already have a pretty hardy beard, though. I mean, they got that mane of fur. They got that big ruff around their neck. It seems like they come with a beard installed. Like, they don't need additional bearding. Bonus accuracy to range skills replacing Warren Adventurer is basically a wash. Clotter is always a nice pickup. Maybe that's... Oh, wait. Maybe you're bearding a female lion, which is why it's extra dangerous. They're going to be, like, super upset because they'll be like, hey, I'm a lady lion. Don't put a fucking beard on me. Then you got to sneak into their den and beard them while they're asleep. Sort of like drawing a dick on your buddy's face when he passes out from drinking too much at a party. Juliet has controlled the urges of their Crimson Curse for now. Romeo has controlled the urges of their Crimson Curse for now, which means what exactly? Blood, I must have the blood. Blood, I must have the blood. So I guess this is what happens when their craving level ticks up? It lets us know. Thirsting for the blood, thirsting for the blood. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, like on their next week, they're going to be probably thirsting for the blood. We really need to get these guys in a dungeon then, I guess. Now that we have a super profundity of blood available, we also picked up a dark bracer. 5%, oh, that's crap. It's bonus attributes in the dark, which we're never going to use. The accursed incense for that's actually quite nice. The debuff skill chance is really very useful for our cultist because we do use some of his debuffs. What mission would we want to take maybe next time then? Also, we didn't get any deeds. Send you out again. I mean, we'll get to you there, Romeo. Don't get too jumpy there, champ. Did we reduce? We didn't reduce the infestation. It's still high. I don't know what that means or how we reduce it. I mean, we went in here. I guess the only thing you can get from going into the courtyard is just Winemakers Reserve. So, like, the only thing we can get out of that is blood? Maybe we go mess with the Baron. We could take that same team right back in and have them mess around with the Baron. I mean, they held up pretty good, I feel like. I thought they did extraordinarily well. A veil lifted is a town event. Is that how we get rid of this? Maybe we'll try it. Maybe we'll do it's epic level, though. Epic. But this team has the goods. They got lots of healing. They got blight control, bleed control. They've got stress mitigation with the cyclic. We can have Othello handle Malvolio while Malvolio handles himself or somebody else. Malvolio's constantly handling himself, if you know what I mean. Masturbates a lot. That's what I mean. Maybe we'll try. Yeah, you know, maybe we'll give it a run. Maybe we'll give it a run, but we'll save that for next episode. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. And if you want to throw a little bit of, you know, lobbying funding, maybe a little bit of super PAC money at my No Abomination Left Behind coalition, donations can be made to the Perfidious Pete Council, care of Perfidious Pete. So, you know, checkbooks out. No Abomination Left Behind. We really, little guy, could use your report. I mean, he doesn't even have shoes. Come on. Buy this guy some shoes. That's all I'm saying. If you want to help out, you know what to do. Subscribe. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.